So today we will be talking about the trending interview skills for 2025. So I want you to, take away the traditional things that you know. This is a new year. This is 2025. So when we're talking about interviews that employers are looking for, the skills that need to come out and shine through in 2025, we'll be learning about those amazing interview skills. So we still have the normal competency because you need to know your stuff before you can go ahead to interview. So I will be doing more about the traditional interview question and answers that we kind of look for as an employer. But for 2025, with the rise in remote working and obviously going back into the office, that is a whole lot of debate. That's going on. Share and comment. And subscribe to our channel as well. Let me know what you think about this whole, going to the office and remote working. I'm of the opinion that if you like to go to the office, go to the office. If you want to work from home, work from home. Stop stressing us. Stop stressing us. Anyway, I digress. That is by the way. But today, I will be talking about skills of 2025 when it comes to interviewing, especially for you that you're looking at remote working or hybrid working. What do I, as an employer, want to see when I'm interviewing you? First and foremost, what I want to see is your emotional intelligence, because when you do work from home and when you're getting interview, we need to bring that out. How do you react in a stressful situation? What is your go-to? How do how mature are you? So we're not talking about maturity in the sense of someone, but we're talking about maturity in the workplace environment. How do you handle situation? What is your go-to? So remember that when we're talking about emotional intelligence and how this can come true in your interview, always have it at the back of your mind that we are moving to a more person-centric approach. So it's more personal. So let your interview be tailored to the company's values. Don't come to an interview without doing your research about the company. So you need to know about what they value within the organization. Tailor your answers to such a way that it kind of brings out the value for the company. And if your values doesn't align, then what business do you have interviewing there anyways? So those are the kind of things we need to do. So be mindful, read the room. Sometimes you interview and I'm interviewing a candidate and you're just going on and on and on. I'm like, get to the point. Do not lose your audience. So when you're interviewing, especially when it's virtual, especially when it's remote, read the room. It's quite important to read the room because from expression, I could be listening to you and I'm like, I'm paying rapid attention. I could be listening to you and I could do like this. I could be listening to you and I could have, just read the room so that it helps you to know, have I gone too far? Do I need to cut short? Do I need to say something else? Those little hints go a long way. So point number 2 with top tips of 2025 when it comes to interviewing is virtual data skills. So when we're talking about data skills and we're talking about your technology skills as well, because we are going to a world where you'll be on your own. So first thing, you need to set up your laptop. You need to kind of be able to do all these things on your own. So I remember starting a virtual job. As an employer, all we're going to do is ship your laptop to you, your password, and give you the details. You need to set up these things on your own. So you kind of need to be able to demonstrate that you can do this. So in your interviewing, make sure that you kind of check your data, check your tech, make sure that everything is working, because what we don't want is can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, we can hear you. Oh no, we cannot hear you. So make sure that you've checked all that. So make sure that before the interview, you've checked the technology, your connection, all those things, you've checked them out. And in your interview, when they ask you a question, ensure that you weave it in that, you learn really fast, you're not scared of technology. Believe you me, there are actually people that are scared of technology. Whether you want to accept it or not, they are actually people that are scared of technology. But when you're looking for a hybrid role, a remote role, you can't be scared of technology because that you're going to be on your own. You're going to be doing all these things by yourself. So next point I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about your data skills. Believe you me, when it comes to data analysis, it's everywhere. No matter the role you're doing, there is some form of data present in that particular role. So make sure that you're conversant with Google Analytics. Make sure that you're conversant with Excel. So those are the things that you need to know how to use before you can go to an interview, to a job. No one is saying you have to be an expert. No one is saying you have to be a wizard on Excel. No one is saying you have to be, advanced or whatever. I'm still learning. But however, what we're talking about is learn the basics, be able to use it. YouTube is your friend. This is going on YouTube, so obviously, YouTube is definitely the place to go. You can learn things, you can pay for courses, you can do quite a lot of things by yourself and on your own. So make sure that you learn all these things, because one way or the other you will use them. Even if you're a customer service person, you're going to use them, because you're going to be analyzing customer trends sometimes, because that would determine what product your company is going to put through for you to talk about. If you're a salesperson, that comes in handy. If you are in healthcare, this comes in handy as well, because you're going to be talking about your patient data, you're going to be talking about statistics, you're going to be talking about GDPR. So all this comes together. You need to ensure that you understand your data analytics still. So that's point number 3. So in 2025, 2025, people and company. So in 2025, people will prioritize their learning skills, and that goes both ways, not just about the candidate, but also about the employer. So in 2025, when it comes to interview, one of the key things that both people, because this is a relationship, you are interviewing the company as much as they are interviewing you, especially if they don't have what you're looking for. You are free to decline their offer. You don't have to accept all offers. So yes, prioritize your learning and make sure that that shines through during your interview, because your employer will be looking for someone that can learn quickly. We're looking for someone that, because every company has different skill sets, every company has different technology that they use. So this technology in this company might be different. So the central base, so the logic behind it might be the same, but however, the system that they use might be different. So in as much as you might have used the system here before, it might be a different system, but it's kind of still the same logic behind it. So obviously your transferable skills will come to play. So what an employer want to see, what I want to see when I'm interviewing you, is the fact that you can pick up things quickly. So during your interview, during question and answer, you can say things about, oh, I'm a fast learner, I'm a quick learner. In my previous role, no matter, weaving in, you say, in my previous role, when I started, I made sure that I kind of understood what system that they were using to bring myself up to speed with it, and just, talk to my colleague, just bobos, bobos, let us know what you're talking about. Be confident in your approach, and that tells me that yes, I might not know your technology today, but come tomorrow, I will be an expert in your technology. And finally, top interviewing skills for 2025: personal branding, storytelling. Let us meet you, because ultimately, whether you like it or not, you're not the only person I'm interviewing. You are not the only one getting interviewed for that particular role. So what stands you apart from the next person? Your personality. So now imagine if I'm interviewing 10 people. Yes, all of you need to know your stuff. By the way, I'm sitting behind my chair with a pillow because shut girl. Seriously. By the time I've done interviewing 10 people, out of the 10 people, 5 people really, really, they came, they know their stuff. Everyone will know their stuff, because for me to actually even call you for an interview, your CV must have impressed me. So yes, I believe, to an extent, if not 100%, because I've called you for interview, 50% I believe that you can do the job. So yes, you're not in front of me. So you now need to prove to me that you know what you're talking about, as well as your personality, because sometimes you're thinking about team fit, isn't it? Sometimes you're thinking about the dynamics with the team. So I need to know that you can fit into the team that we're talking about. So let your personality shine through. Storytelling, branding, your personal branding. So for me, one of the things that I always say in an interview, I always say, I don't think there's anything that cannot be done. I just think that we've not found a way to do it. No matter the question you ask me, whether in the beginning or at the end, I will make sure that I say the statement, because that's just who I am. I don't think there's anything that cannot be done. I just think that we've not found a way to do it yet. So for me, that tells me two things, that, oh, actually, this person loves a challenge. This person wants to learn something new, So find your slogan, what works for you, and make sure that it's something universal that can fit in, and then talk about it. And then when we're talking about storytelling, I'm not telling you to tell us your life story. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm telling you that when they ask you a question, carry us on a journey. Tell us from the beginning, okay, this was the action that I did. This was the task that I did. This was the result of what I did. And this is what they needed me to fix. And I fixed it or didn't fix it. Tell us a story. And whilst you're telling us the story, let your personality shine through. I know sometimes we get nervous, sometimes we get shy, and that's absolutely fine. We're not judging you based on your nerve. We're judging you based on what you're saying. We're judging you based on your personality. Not so much as the kind of person you are. We're just thinking about, oh, would this person be a good fit for the team based on what you're saying or not saying, and things like that. So remember that you have it in you. I think one of the things I tell people when I coach them, for the people that have been blessed to coach, one of the things I tell them is, for you to have even gotten to the point of the interview, you have something that you want to hear, because that's the nerve that speaks. Sometimes you're thinking, oh, am I good enough? Do I know what I'm talking about? Come on. For me to say, yes, I like your CV, come for interview, at least from your CV, I can see that you have something that I want. So what you now need to do is seal the deal by giving me what is in you that, I need to see. And the Christian in me is thinking of a Bible verse. And I'm thinking, tell me about, he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world, is greater than the interview, is greater than, everything else.